and even the society at large. So we want to welcome you once again. It's nice having you, and it's a brand new week. And let's keep it, just keep it in with this channel, just Soup News, and for more interesting topics. And don't forget that you can join the conversation by going to all our social media platforms. Just go there and send in your request, send in your comment, and we're going to read it out here. So I'm not alone on this table. I have my co-banters. I don't know what they're going to call themselves today.
You guys are banters. I'm the banters.
Oh, you want to take hold of that name alone?
Yes.
Okay,
I created it so it sticks with me.
That's your trademark.
Yes.
Juvie, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm awesome, and it's a delight to be on the show today.
Can't you do without mentioning my name for once?
It's awesome. It's fascinating being on the show today.
Okay, that replaced it. So.
Perfectly well.
Have peace.
Thank you. So, Juvie, how is the show going to look like today?
Well, expect anything. Expect anything.
And to the succulent babe.
Most succulent.
The only software within us today. Now she be the only succulent within here.
You don't want to know why they call it succulent.
Our military weapon, they destroy places.
Please let us know.
I could stand up and do a 360, but not today. Not today. Let's just keep them.
After all the hype.
Let us keep them wanting.
So you just wasted my hype.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
don't share.
Tell us,
I'm disappointed.
How are you doing today?
I'm so happy to be here, to be seated among you guys.
Yeah.
We are just, I'm so happy.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to be here.
And the light, we get light. Sorry, okay, there's light in the studio, so we get light. What's up, the lights? How you doing?
You know how it is.
He's giving us that kind of voice. We're not going to take that.
Who's feeling my vibe?
Nobody.
Don't worry, today it's just me and Juvie. I'm going to be throwing some elements at Juvie.
Don't worry, I'll shock you.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, and if you are set, then we are set. So today on the show, the first trending topics we're going to be dealing with is, I think last week, the management of Lagos State University.
The University of Lagos.
No, Lagos State University made a decree of a regulation that Yoruba language is going to be compulsory for all the students. I think it's even they gave it a course named GNS 104. Let me quickly read from here. According to the institution, and the institution we're talking about now is Lagos State University, the course titled GNS 104 Yoruba Language Studies has been crafted to offer students a comprehensive grasp of Yoruba language, which holds a prominent position among Nigeria's indigenous languages with the primary goal. So by this, everybody that must pass through this school must compulsorily offer this course. Even if you are a graduate, even if you are second year, third year, and even the new students, so they will have to take this course. So to us, we are saying that a lot of reactions has come up on this particular topic. Some have said it is not, they don't need it, is that what we need right now? Why some say it's a welcome development. And also as a background, I remember there was a time on this table where we're talking about one of these Western countries where they now use Yoruba language as the drivers. Yeah. So they celebrate it over there. So is this not as a response of that? You understand? So let's just have a conversation around it. So Juvie, do you think this is the right step in the right direction?
Well, I think the school has got some rights to. If they feel there is a need for it, probably so that students could feel more along. Because when the language barriers, if you're able to clear it, it helps that you can understand the people, their ways, their culture, what it is about them. And also, it's a good one. But for us in Lagos, well, is it what the school needs right now? I wouldn't say entirely, because Yoruba is a subject from your primary school. If you went to public school to secondary school, I wrote Yoruba. I wrote Yoruba, and it wasn't because it was compulsory, because I just love the language. All right, I love the language, and nobody made it compulsory for me. So whether it's Ijala, Igunle, you know, I could understand that, you know, Ewi, you know, Unremu, Faweli, and all those things, Faweli, Ramupe, and all that. It wasn't because it was compulsory for me, because, okay, I grew up here, so I could understand the people, and it helps you to appreciate the culture. But making it compulsory is probably where I have a little problem. Don't make it compulsory. Let it be fun to learn. Let us see it, you know.
So, okay, before I allow Delight to say something, so you're saying that they should have made it maybe like e-course, like a course that if you want, just take it, to make it optional.
It shouldn't be exam-based. Let them just take it compulsory, but let's not put a grade to it. Let people learn it. You understand?
Serious about it. Delight.
Yeah.
Well, for some, we'll catch up.
Let's hear from.
I disagree with
Okay.
Juvie.
Is in your mind?
Normal. It's
He made up his mind. Don't worry, I'll show you.
So Juvie said that it's not number one, like you said. In a school, what makes people serious is exam. That we may in fact, let me just say, in this side of the world, what makes students serious in school is exam. I give
No, because
instances. In my school.
Okay,
In my school,
drive home your
there are
point,
some
sir.
people that don't come for lectures from beginning of the year, but you see them during exam.
They will come.
They'll come and write exam.
We all have them.
In classes.
Juvie, are you sure you are not part of them?
Juvie was surely there. Look at his face, you know.
No, Juvie was
In
never-
classes, you will see 20 students coming for lectures. Exam day, you see 200. So what? Just to address that.
Yeah.
But I feel that why they are making this compulsory, Lagos is becoming a place whereby it's no longer like the core. Like the East now, you have some states that are the core East states.
Yes,
in the
Eastern
Yoruba
states.
land, you have some states that are the core. So Lagos is becoming a place whereby everybody's allowed to stay. So what I see, my own angle that I'm looking at is cultural preservation.
Cultural preservation.
So I think it's just one of the tools that's why it's not in all schools in Lagos.
Yes.
It's just the state.
Who knows? It might even they might try to extend it to other schools.
If they succeed, but I feel that the reason why they are doing this is because this is the state school. The state is the owner of the school, and so it's just one of the tools they are using to preserve their language.
Okay, thank you. Cultural preservation. I think that is very, very important because this is one of the reasons, as put out by the school. This is one of the reasons why they.
Yeah.
Okay,
I want to say something for you.
Now allow him to respond. I'm ready for him.
Examination is not the true test of knowledge. And we must, as a people, begin to drive in and go beyond paper qualification. That's why you find people cheat in examination, or because we have to prove a point. And you know, I said, can you read and write in Yoruba? I do that.
Okay, but you took Yoruba while you were in yours.
And so what was the essence?
Yoruba in primary school.
And so what happened to you in your secondary school?
You can't write it because you can understand.
I see. I'm telling you, Muremu, Faweli, Abidi, I can recite it. Recite it, please. Try it. 2 AG, not 2 AG. 2 AG, 3 eta, 4 Henry, 5 Arun. I still say it because it was interesting. Yes. 2 AG, not Meji. 2 AG, 3 eta, 4 Henry, 5 Arun, 6 Efa, 7 AJ. I could take you on consistently.
Who have you decided?
We are out of it.
Scatter here.
Israel, educate him because this guy doesn't know what we're saying.
Okay, I'm going to be at the middle. I'm not going to say. Okay, so
Who is correct? Two is what?
Two is Meji.
Meji. Thank you.
Oh my man, no. When you recite the alphabet, it's 2 AG, not 2 Meji. In Yoruba, it's
Who marked your Yoruba script?
Guys.
The person needs to be investigated.
Guys, let's calm down.
Because
Okay, Delight, what I'm saying is this.
Okay.
I think I will go with Juvie. You know the reason why? If at that point, because children understand better, because they know they think of waiting they go shop. I'm very sure at that time when we were being taught Yoruba, you don't think of what you're going to eat. You don't even think of what you're going to eat. Your mom does that. So if at that point you are not able to grasp it, what tells you that you're going to grab it if they introduce it now? But let me come to Amaka.
Okay, so sorry if I'm going to be this open.
Okay, please.
But everything that has an advantage has disadvantage. So on the advantage part now is according to what he said, cultural preservation. Now they don't want Yoruba to die. It has to live on because the rumor has it that there's this particular language that young children don't know how to speak. It's only those in the rural area village that know how to speak their
What language is that?
No, let's just leave it at
No, what language?
Because I'm going to tell
there's
you.
something I've noticed about Yoruba.
Okay.
No matter how little a child is, he speaks his language.
No, that is a
even to
generalization.
an extent. No,
That is a
even to
generalization.
an extent.
That's a generalization.
To me.
All right, because I have to take.
I've
We
got-
must respect our view.
All right.
I have noticed, to me, I have noticed it. Now, on the advantage aspect, it's just like you forcing a food down my throat.
Shall I enter your belly?
No, it wouldn't. It will hang.
But while we are younger, there's a way they
I am in 300 level.
Yeah, 300
And you
level.
made. I'm in 300 level, and you want me to learn Yoruba? It's compulsory. What time do I have to start learning that? And you make it compulsory for exam to sit and then pass.
me, it's
What
the
if
exam.
it's a
For the
what if
exam.
it's a 5 unit
Okay,
course?
okay, so-
That's how my GDP will just drop
so-
because I cannot pass you.
I don't see it. I
Okay.
don't see it. Why are we taking this thing too difficult? See, there are many courses.
Delight, you don't even understand
I don't
Yoruba,
get
and you are canvassing for
There are
Yoruba
many
becoming
courses.
an exam.
I'm just
Imagine your school introduces
They will
Yoruba
give
and
you
it's a course.
13
I'm
unit
doing
courses to
French,
read.
yes.
I'm doing
And
French.
Yoruba.
Yes.
French is
What
not a
time do I
language
have?
in
I don't know
Nigeria.
how to speak
Yoruba.
That's
Yoruba.
another
We are
point.
doing
No,
Listen,
because you have interest to
listen,
travel
right?
outside this country.
Listen,
You
listen.
got why are you
Listen.
learning it?
Why am I learning it?
Why?
Because the school gave me to learn it.
No.
Listen, see, I don't see.
As an
any-
international
No,
study
I don't
student.
see any reason
You
why
don't
you are
get
saying
this.
that they are forcing.
Sit
Can
like-
we look it up?
Like-
I can tell you that.
Wait,
I can tell you that
guys,
20% of
guys.
universities in Lagos are doing French as a course.
Like, let me not get into
Guys.
So what's now? I'm just.
Guys.
I'm bringing it
Guys.
down for you. I'm breaking it. So
Guys.
what's now the issue with? What's now the issue? What's now the issue with learning a language? What's now?
Don't need to go to learn Yoruba. I can be Yoruba and I learn Yoruba. It is just the mindset.
You are staying.
Delight. You see, I would have loved this. I would have
There are
taken
so
your
many
argument.
people-
Where you stay.
Listen, Delight, I would have taken this argument, but you don't understand Yoruba.
There's so many
So
people
isn't that
speaking
a
English.
contradiction?
They don't know how to speak Yoruba. They don't know how to speak
I was
Yoruba.
doing it.
Stop making
So I don't understand.
Someone like-
Who told you?
Yes.
Who told you?
I understand Yoruba.
Okay, speak one. Speak one for me. Let me interpret for you.
One kan,
Speak one.
two
ló dé?
èjì,
One,
three èjì,
Kí ló
ẹ̀ta.
ṣẹlẹ̀?
three.
Sílébù ni ègé ọ̀rọ̀ tí èmi lè gbé jáde lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣoṣo. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣoṣo. I learned this more than 16 years ago.
Guys, can we-
What's up?
Let's
What's
You
up,
don't know.
Delight?
He's not even getting
Sílébù.
Calm down.
Sílébù ni ègé ọ̀rọ̀.
Mind you,
Can we-
wait.
can we-
Let me address you.
So let me say
Juvie,
this. Let me
Juvie, see,
come
you're
in.
making me to sweat. Juvie.
What
I
I
don't
understand the fluent
Yoruba, but if you speak it one, I'll see.
Sílébù ni ègé ọ̀rọ̀ tí èmi lè gbé jáde ní ẹ̀kan ṣoṣo.
You not even get it.
Okay, help me
Okay,
out.
get it.
What is sílébù?
Don't worry, I'll tell you
Let's
after
come
the
in.
show.
Let's look at it from another perspective. This is a very interesting conversation, I must say. Oh, for everybody listening to us, we're still on. This is Soup News, and the program is the Banter. You might be wondering why
We are shouting.
It's the Banter. Everybody has.
You don't need to go to school to learn Yoruba. I still say.
What's your point?
Wait, just calm down. So, okay,
Yes,
guys,
then what's not your
Mindset and
point?
knowledge.
What's not your
My
point?
point is that they don't need to make it compulsory.
Okay. Can I
Guys,
ask
can
you
we
a
calm
question?
down?
Can I? Sorry, can I?
No.
Wait, let me just
No,
answer a
no,
question.
don't ask
In
a
my
question.
school, French is compulsory, and we are doing it. Nobody's complaining.
International student.
Thank you. That is
Who?
different.
Study student.
What are you saying?
Yes.
You are what? Can you just hear yourself? You are in a place.
Guys, can we calm
They are
down?
offering,
Yes.
and it's even the state that is the owner of the school.
Guys,
Not,
can we
it's
calm
not a
down?
private institution.
Can we calm down?
It's a different.
Federal
Hey, can we calm down?
government, and it's not just
Okay, so we are still, like I said earlier, this is the Souk News and this is the Banter. Remember, you can bring your services and products on this show. We have the reach already. Come to us. Let's do business together. And I'm very sure you're going to make a whole lot of money from it. Okay, back to our show. Now, let's talk about NYSC. I schooled in the West. I'm a Yoruba person from Ondo State to be precise. I served in the North. I served in Kebbi State. And while I got there, I had to start learning the Hausa language. But let me tell you, before I could integrate myself into that society, it was hell. I must let you know. Because you go to the market, those people speak their language. Even in school, they speak their language. So if my institutions have introduced Hausa language while I was in school, at least I would have gotten one or two. It will have, I will have went into the city, as in, just understand one of these things.
You are not in the middle. You are not on my side.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
You are on my side.
I'm supposed to be in the middle.
You are on my side. You are not in the middle.
I'm on your both side.
side.
Don't worry. So what I'm saying is this. When you look at it from that angle, then it is important. It is a right step in the right direction. Yes. But when you look at it from another angle, we have seen people who studied Yoruba language work in the bank. So it's not even about what you go to school to learn. It's about your skill. So if a person, an Igbo person, attends that school and learns the Yoruba and develop interest in Yoruba, that person can make money out of that. I think these are some of the things the school envisage. And they say, okay, let's introduce Yoruba into their language, into the courses. So why supporting this? Delight. Okay.
You want to come?
I want to ask you, don't forget this.
No,
Now, they
no,
give you,
wait,
they
why
give you,
you mentioned my name, you allow me to talk.
just in 300 level, first semester, you have like 13 courses to study for.
Where do you go to for school? Not be to learn, not be to
Wait,
study.
and then they include Yoruba compulsion.
Yes.
What sense do I have as a
Can you
Igbo?
say-
And it's a 5-unit course.
Definitely the school.
And the way that
Who told you that? Who told you that?
I'm just assuming.
Even if it's
I'm just assuming.
The French that we are doing
Even if it's
I'm not saying.
the French we are
That
doing
is
is one
to
unit.
learn.
It's one unit course.
You went to school to learn now. Okay, wait.
So must you make? Must you? The question is must you make it look bad? Why are you making it look bad? What if Amaka, why are you making it look bad? Must you make it look bad? Okay, what of if it's use this one, use that if it is 2 units course, don't use if it is 5 units course.
I'm just assuming one thing. And I don't have that time.
But Amaka,
to
I
study
think the reason why you go to
me.
school is to learn. So
Can I say?
So it is that you mean you want to introduce Yoruba?
Can I say something?
Oh, please.
Nigeria right now, one of the truths we must as a people begin to embrace is the reality on ground is not really cool because there will be the political entry. So why I'm Igbo, why are you introducing me to Yoruba? It's not, why not introduce Igbo to me? Why not introduce Idoma to me?
Yes.
Why not? Do you understand?
Language.
We must be looking at integrating the nation. Right now, where we are, just Yoruba, introduce other these things.
I think.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
They have a point.
We are one Nigeria.
This school
So
is
Delight,
not,
let's-
the school is not owned by the federal government. It is owned by the state government. Plus
Whoever the VC is, now let me put it to the VC. Whoever the VC is, let's see, does his child or his son or daughter take Yoruba as a serious course in school? Are we not encouraging most private schools go to private schools? Those children can't speak Yoruba. See your Nollywood. They will be Yoruba movie, but what you end up hearing is English all through. So what are we doing? Those ones are. I'm not shutting myself. See, Delight.
That's why I said it's cultural preservation.
What are we preserving if we are not using?
Okay, so Delight, is that the only way?
Okay, let me give you this instance.
Thank you.
Is that the
give
only
you-
way to preserve culture?
When I was making my statement, I said it is one of the tools they are using to preserve. I made sure I put that tool.
Okay, is it the right?
Now
is
listen.
it the responsibility? Is it the responsibility?
Are you guys
of
not getting
an
me?
institution?
Are you guys not getting
Is
me?
it the responsibility of the institution to preserve the language?
It's part.
Now, what is the Ministry of
It's an
Culture?
education system.
What is the Ministry of Culture?
Who told you that? Who told you that the decision to make that was just natural from them alone?
It's from them.
Who told? What? Don't
cannot
make
be
that
from them
assumption.
alone.
Don't make that assumption. It is owned by a state school. The government, the state government has a say in the runs of
See,
that.
Let me support
Mind
you.
you, mind you,
Lagos State House of Assembly,
mind you,
they have
mind
a
you.
day they speak Yoruba.
Mind you, it's not only
They have a day they speak
It's
Yoruba
not
in
only-
the Lagos State House of Assembly.
it's not only.
Can we just
I know.
One Yoruba person that don't speak in language.
I know
Majority of Yoruba people
Delight,
speak their language.
Delight,
Majority of Yoruba people speak their language.
Many young people. I know many young people that do not speak their language.
I'm talking about Yoruba.
like
yes.
you, like you,
I'm talking
right?
about Yoruba.
Like you.
I'm not speaking my language.
Yeah, so shame on you.
what you're saying is that LASU is not the only, and in fact, it is not even their responsibility.
There are other states.
Calm down.
Mind you, there are other state
Calm
schools
down.
in this country.
Okay, let's have your final
Other
words. Let's
states-
have your final words on this.
It's not my final word. It's not my final word. There are other state schools.
Let's have
Mind
your
you,
final
there are
word.
other state schools that take their languages as a course in
Like which one?
universities.
State one, please.
There's what do you call this? What's Enugu State this thing?
I don't know.
University.
Are you sure about that?
Not Usuka. What's the name?
Delight, substantiate.
I'm coming.
Be
Let me-
careful
I
to
will
your-
check.
Okay, so let's go to Juby.
I
Let's
will
go to
check.
Juby. Your final word on this.
For me, it's like it's a good thing the school intends to do. But how about we start more from the primary school, the secondary school? You know, you ask yourself how many students take WAEC and they take Yoruba as a serious thing. So starting from, it's like you're starting from the top and you want to adjust. Let's start from the bottom. Let's see us address the people in Yoruba. Let's make the beauty of the Yoruba culture. Let people see the beauty of it. They will readily want to learn. You don't have to make it an exam.
Thank you.
Alright.
I love that. So, Amaka, let's have your 2 cents.
Okay, I think I'll key into what Jivi said. I don't have a problem with them making Yoruba compulsory in the school because at the advantage part, it's going to even favor most students who don't speak Yoruba. They tend to learn how to speak, even if it's just the major part of Yoruba, you get. But I don't think making it compulsory is the better option. You can make it optional for learning. As he said, let people see the beauty of Yoruba. They will want to gravitate towards it, to learn it.
I think that's the point there. So, have you gotten your
Yes,
research now?
I've gotten it. State schools like Kwara State University, they take their courses, their language as a course in their university. I will mention the remaining, but Israel will cut me short, so let me just keep my own time. Now, mind you, you said secondary schools. Government-owned secondary schools take those courses, both Igbo, both. Calm down. I want to clear you on one part. What you have just you have to rephrase it and say
There's nothing to clear.
you rephrase it this way and say the private institutions.
No, even public. How many students?
Who told you that?
Check
WAEC.
so-
There is Igbo language in what? There is Yoruba.
The number of students. Did you take Yoruba as your?
That one, see,
I took Yoruba.
I took Yoruba. I took Yoruba,
guys,
but I dropped it.
finally on
I dropped
this
it.
topic,
What I'm saying.
So
finally on this topic, I have
see what I
some
said. I've not even given my
observation.
last. I'm not giving my last list.
Because you
Your
dropped
time,
You
your
guys-
time is
you
up.
dropped Yoruba.
You
Your
guys,
time is up.
you can see
Your
they are
time is
even
up. Your
bullying
time
me
is
here.
up.
They are bullying me here.
Your time is up. Your time is up. So,
Okay, no
so
problem.
firstly, on this matter, I think the institution didn't make Yoruba very compulsory for gaining admission into the school. I want us to dissect it. It is not for gaining admission. It is just that they must write that course. They must take that course while still in the school. Now, which means that people, students who are already in the school should take it. That's one point. That's one point. Secondly, if it is just,
If they don't,
can
make
we
it
calm down?
compulsory,
Can we
people
calm
will
down?
not take it. People
If
won't
it is
take
just
it.
to learn how to speak or maybe read in Yoruba, that's the reason. Then for me, I think it is not laudable enough. It would have been better if they are teaching them so that they can. People who prefer to take their courses, you can take physics. You can take physics in Yoruba. If that is the reason, you understand? That would have been because if imagine them teaching me mathematics in Yoruba, I will understand better because it is my language. You understand? So if that is if the only reason why they are introducing it is just for them to
You are not getting
just
it.
listening
I
to them,
disagree with that.
I think that is not it for me.
Can I have my
and
30 seconds?
also
Can I have my 30
you've
seconds?
used your 30
I did not
seconds.
use it now. I
So
did not use it.
we want to encourage. You've used it. Okay, by my veto. Okay, just 20 seconds.
Thank you.
And your time
Now,
starts
see,
now.
I was listening to a lecturer and he told me the reason why we are in school is not because we are going to use everything. Everything we are taught is not everything we are going to use. How many things are you using today? So now my point is this. The Yoruba they are teaching you are saying that if they are using it to teach you in
Mind you, it's Yoruba,
There are
not
people-
Yoruba.
So, okay, thank you. There are people. There
Not
are
a problem. It's a challenge.
challenge.
Okay.
There are,
Okay.
There are people who are Yoruba. They are part of the culture,
Yes.
and they don't understand it. So the essence is to the basics. At least let them know.
Let them know.
At least this guy here.
I think this is very, very
guy here
important.
is not
So-
from there. But at least
so
he
let's-
knows.
let's-
He knows that one is Oko.
let's
Though he
leave
does
it
not
at
know
that.
that two is Meji. He
Let's
said age.
Let's leave it at that. So guys, we'll go on a short break, and I think we've dealt with this topic very well. We've dealt with it, and we want to encourage the management of Lagos State University. Listen to what we're saying, make it more better. But I think there are other introductions that they can put in their course that will make it sellable. Some skill requirement. I think that is very, very important. But on that note, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, move straight into the second topic. Hi guys, welcome back to the show, and it's still the banter on Souk News. Like we've always told you on this show, Souk News is a business and developmental channel that focuses on government policies, business, and everything that has to do with your well-being as a business person. And like I said, you can bring in your product and services on this show, on this channel, and
You will blow.
Yes.
By force.
It will be easy for you to blow.
Any blow now, blow.
Blow like banger.
Okay, but we have somebody with us. Maybe not traffic code, I don't know, but he's going to tell us why he came late into this show.
I'll see my
So,
period.
Fred Otweze, welcome your.
Someone's father.
Why is this guy so in love with you?
Someone's father.
It's the way he pronounces your name for me with so much passion, energy,
Away.
with joy.
What is my name? What did you call my name? My name is not Para.
So, Fred, it's nice having you. It's nice having you on the show. But should I give him a minute to? No. Okay, let's just go to the next topic because of our time.
Namaste.
Because of our time. Okay, so I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and he told me that the lady is in love with now has once dated his friend. You understand? One of my guys, and I'm like, so that my friend was saying that though he loves the girl, the babe, but because one thing, you don't date somebody where I know before, me I know date am again. I'm like, it's your decision. So I thought it's a conversation that we should have on this show. So, Fred, what could make you date your friend's ex, or can you? Or under what condition?
Okay. What you have to know is the lady here. Let's go ladies first.
Oh,
I want her to say something before we now come.
no. You talk first. Let's hear from you because most time they are
Most as a woman.
most time they are always at the receiving end. So
Alright.
let's hear
I
from
want
you.
to read something for you.
Okay, please read.
It's what called the bro code.
Is that part of the Nigerian constitution or what?
It's
Is the
Okay.
bro code
let me
constitution.
read it out. The
Okay.
bro code is an unwritten set of rules
Unwritten. Okay.
or guidelines that some people, particularly men, follow or that guides them
Remove the
in the
particular,
aspects
just use
of
men.
friendship and interactions. So for you to get to that level of trying to date or you're already dating your friend's ex, you are going against the bro code.
originated.
Okay, so
You don't need to know.
So
Who made
Fred,
God?
So Fred,
No, don't go there.
please,
Do
please
you
calm down.
know?
No.
Don't go there.
You
Fred,
don't know.
Fred.
So you don't need to know
Please,
this one.
let's
But
dive
there's a
deep.
clause. There's a clause there. However, it is not legally binding,
Good.
I like
but
that.
it should be respected.
Okay, so.
I like
Okay,
that.
so I get your point now. So Juvie, let's come to you.
I think this is very simple. Maybe my person, I don't want to see, no matter how beautiful the girl is, if he's been with my friend, she's become family. Do you understand? That's how I see people. So there is no way, under any circumstance, whether I'm under the influence, I recognize this is family, and you don't mess up with family, because you must know the broker. Let me not bring the word mafioso. If you try that, we're going to.
Going down, nigga.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
While I'm dwelling on that, I know there is a culture in one of the cities, one of the cultures in this country, that the wife of the elder brother, maybe in a case where the husband dies, the younger brother takes over.
That's after death now. Death.
Calm down. Takes over.
Is she not family?
Hold on.
So when you say that,
No, let me even help you out. When your father's father passes, the eldest son takes over the youngest wife. Your mother, she is your stepmother. And our culture permits it. Some cultures, they do it in your village.
Okay, let's come to succulent. Now, should our friends be the concern, or our joy, our happiness in the relationship that will lead to marriage? Should we focus more on the past of that person we're going out with now, or the future we want to build together?
Okay, so there are two things.
Okay.
Not that I want to support your ideology,
Yeah, I understand.
but love is not your mate. It can
You are
hit,
speaking from experience, I guess.
it can hit you at any corner,
Any corner,
any
one corner,
period,
one corner.
anytime, any day. Me as a person, I feel like your happiness, your joy, your peace of mind
Thank you.
is what is most important than whether that girl was your best friend ex or your brother's ex or your father's ex. If you find love in that girl, please go.
Thank you. If you find love in that person,
Please go. She might be the right one. Maybe it was just a natural mistake that brought the best friend and the girl together.
Let's bring another perspective to the topic.
Okay.
Now, if the reason, can we also look into the reason why they parted? One of the reasons why they might part might be okay because of incompatibility in their genotype. If that is the case, can they go?
But that is not the case we are talking about. The
No,
case,
we
the
are
case
talking
in
about-
point.
We're painting a picture.
The case in
We're
point
painting
is.
a picture.
Like I told you, that does not mean
the
that
case
they are
in
not-
point.
they are
We
not
are painting a
friends.
picture.
That does not do that.
Easy,
That they are your
easy,
friends'
easy.
ex. So let's hear you. Delight.
Okay, I'll first start from the question you stated, then I'll go into what you are asking me now.
Why you?
I think it all depends on taste. I think taste, class, kind of class you carry.
Okay.
Now, for me, number one, I don't even like to even get a girl that knows too many boys or is easily accessible by many boys.
Easily accessible.
If you are not Lagos.
My
If
guys,
you are not Lagos.
my guys know me. I'm very high.
We know him.
We know these guys.
Mind you. Now, so if I can't even date a girl that is really why would I want to date my ex?
All right.
I'll be taking
be
eating the leftover.
How dare you? How dare you refer to a lady as a leftover? No, take back that one. Take back that one.
Why are you shouting at me?
Don't
Take
take back that one. You can't refer to. No, that's a disrespect. You use the word left. You use the word left.
I got more. Take it back.
Take back that word. Take it back.
Why are you arguing?
No, take it
Take
back.
it back. Take it back.
I'm not taking anything back.
That's disrespectful.
I'm not
This.
taking anything back.
This.
On behalf of the lives.
No, don't on behalf of me anything. I'm not taking it back.
That is objectifying you.
I think my ex is dating.
You objectify the lady.
That's why he's arguing this with passion.
So, friend, let's argue. I want to leave out. Maybe I need the letter.
President.
As the second.
Now tonight they say proper get definition.
The Nigerian
People like a bind.
Okay, let's argue. I want to read out the constitutional or the duties or the things that compounds the rules and regulations of broko. Number one, they don't teach us this thing for school now. Bros first. Bros first. Number two, wingman duty. Number three, no dating exes.
But you can sleep with your best friend's ex. True or false?
And that is sleeping.
You can sleep with your best friend's ex. You can be intimate. You can be intimate with your best friend's ex.
That is sleeping, not dating.
You can fall yakata.
See,
You can fall yakata.
there can be a touch of romance once they were about.
You see?
I say touch.
Boy can't date. You see? Boy can't date. This line no
Cover
balance.
for each other.
Okay.
Never share secrets. Always loan money.
No money.
Remember to pay back. Remember to pay back.
That was funny. That friend had that one.
Okay, please, let's
Call
That
out
was
bad behavior. Let me give the last one. And no snitching.
Okay, so you are still saying that on okay, let's
You can't date.
You can't.
That's the bro code. Rule number 3.
I don't know why you are
sorry.
Subsection
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I think
if your best friend's ex seduce you, can you fall? And then can you like?
Why not?
Why would you say?
Why not?
My
You are
brother.
free to. That's not
And you can be
dating.
intimate with her.
Dating
You can be intimate with her.
No, dating and
People are jokers. People are
Listen.
jokers.
Listen.
when you fall, you
dating and-
rise.
No, she needs to understand that.
the same
She
word.
needs to understand that dating and intimacy, they are two different
There are two
things.
different things, yes.
Dating requires time. Intimacy does not.
No, it's invisible.
Yeah.
Intimacy is
It's not time.
invisible.
It's not my energy.
Okay, guys.
Intimacy does
Okay,
not.
guys.
It's not my energy.
It's easy. Allow me on this one. I've not had a shot.
Yes,
When you fall, you will rise.
Okay, Juby.
Wait,
I
what's here?
watched a movie that they were dating a past married. You already know the best man and the best lady used to call it.
No, cheap breast.
Cheap writing. So, unfortunately, I think the husband died.
Oh.
So you now have the cheap bridesmaid, the wife, and the best man. Fortunately or unfortunately, the best man, the wife, after some months was now, she now came out and said, it's a movie anyways. She now said she dreamt that she saw her late husband begging her to marry the best man. Death. Now, people were now asking her why. She now said the best man said the husband, quote and unquote, the husband that has died said, okay, please marry my friend. He's a good. He will start from where I stopped. Now, for continuity purpose, like I said, for continuity purpose, I'm not going to mention the name of the movie anyways. So what I'm saying is this: if the reason why they broke up is like genotype, and that person, our genotype is the same, is compatible, why can't I go ahead? Do you understand? Why can't I go ahead and that person? No, I'm asking you. So,
No.
So
Come out directly. Talk to me directly. If you need advice,
no.
Talk to brother.
Okay, like I said, it was a friend who was telling me. So, what would you advise in that situation? What would you advise?
Well, there are many fishes in the ocean now. Why would you say this is the only person you've ever? Weren't you having a girl before your friend passed and all that?
Okay, can I ask something? Sorry. Can I ask something? Then can I ask something? What if you didn't know that was your best friend ex? Can you still date her?
Maybe after you
Your best hold on. Your best friend.
Okay.
Ex.
What kind
That's
of
not
what kind of friendship?
What kind of
friendship?
Where you don't know.
What kind of friendship?
It might be why you were in
Secondary school, and then you now became your best friend.
See, Friends, guys,
People they are married.
one of
Let's
the
say they-
see when boys meet, they tell stories of
you
my
don't
girl
get-
this time, my this
Let
time.
me make you understand.
I will
Let me make you
I will
understand.
speak for
Let's say they dated in secondary school and then in university, the same best friend will die.
I would have shared with you who my girl
No,
is.
there are
What kind of picture are you painting? For guys, let me advise you. For guys,
let's have them.
For guys, if before a guy will say, in fact, I really know they can just say they are guys, but before a guy will say someone is my best friend, it will take a long while. Even guys don't use that language.
Yeah,
just say my guy, you get. So before, I don't understand the kind of picture you are painting, but before you will say your guy's ex in secondary school, Abba.
No, you don't get.
Abba.
No, it can.
You didn't know yourself in secondary school. He dated the girl, and then you just became, and then
So he's not your
and then you are
best
dating the girl. You don't get it.
When we find out we dump the
Let's be
girl.
realistic.
Abba.
Just like he said.
When we find out we dump.
Let's be realistic. Just like before you call a guy your best friend.
There are certain
things
you
you
Yes.
Fred, forget. No, forget. Now, girls, they show all those ones. Guys, we move on. Forget.
I want to give two sides. Now, for such cases, it happens. I want to believe it happens, and it has happened at some point because we don't know what experiences other people are going through.
Yeah, what?
If such happens, I believe there should be a valid, or the circumstance should be understandable. But for the fact that you are aware, you're fully aware that this person happens to be your friend ex, or your friend's ex, and you know how close you guys are. Unless you guys are not close, but you know how close you guys are. So there is going to be a pinch, like a drop of.
Okay.
I
get that one.
Hold up. Let me introduce
Even I say the guys when they this show never. Now no they love. Why you gonna love up at this age?
Listen. I've had situation where friends
I like
share
you, like, now you dey fall in love.
Hold up. Have you guys heard this situation? Friends, best of friends, they share their girls.
It's normal.
How is it normal?
Hold up. Have you heard that before? No. I'm just saying these are. I wish we could bring one of our cameramen on set right now. He will tell you. Yes.
I think I know that guy.
You already. You know what I'm saying.
Okay, so
I'm done.
guys, let's give our 30 seconds. Yes, it's all the time. So now.
What we are saying is this: the essence of dating is marriage, to form a home together, to be happy. In 30 seconds, Juvie, should I put my joy and happiness and my future first, or broke out?
Love your neighbor as yourself.
What you do not want your bro to do to you, don't do it to another.
Yes, I think that's another thing. If your friend are eventually discovered, you might break the friendship. But anyways,
We are talking about your joy and happiness.
Right,
bro,
I also
okay, let me hear from you.
take you back to the bro code.
This broke now you right, please now 30 seconds, so 30 seconds.
His time is going.
30 seconds. Your time starts
20
now.
more. 20 more.
Jot things down.
Jot this.
Jot things
What is
down.
that jot?
Jot things down.
Jot.
Alright, now jot this. It's up to individuals and their friends to determine how important their friendship is. That's my quote. Jot it down.
The word is
The light.
A wise word is enough for the
The light. You are an advocate of don't date your friend's ex.
Don't eat leftover food.
Don't eat the food that your friend has already eaten.
If you want to, allow me to. If you want to be as cool as me, do not do it. But if you want to be like that guy over there, you can do it. Why not? Yes. But if you want to be cool like me, don't do it. Don't try it.
Okay?
Amaka,
Amaka,
jotting things down.
you are the only soft copy that we have here. We are all hard copy.
From me to you guys out there watching, do not jeopardize your happiness, your peace,
What?
your love.
Preach for me. Preach.
If that is where the love is,
Go!
because tomorrow, they will come back and you? Why did you go when you are miserable with the other relationship? Hey, what's for the wife?
One thing you don't know is that you are sacrificing one happiness for another happiness.
Guys, they are
when you are your best friend is fighting, you'll be thinking
they are no more together.
If you decide to go for the girl, you and your guy will have issues.
On that note,
unless you have issues with your best friend,
guys, we need to go.
Hope you know it affects.
We need to go now. We need to go. On that note, we want to call you.
You guys can message me. I will give you advice for free.
Ladies are not left over. All right.
Yes.
Take that, please.
Yes. They are not leftovers. This world won't be a better place.
They are actually beautiful creatures.
So on that note, we want to draw the curtain on today's show. We banter.
There's no cussing here.
We are not even finishing the show after we meet people again.
Behind the scenes.
Guys, you can
Behind the
join the
scenes.
conversation.
We
Just go
will
on
finalize
various
this
social media platforms. Give us your comment and we're going to read it out. We'll read it out. So, and don't forget, this is just Soap News. And on this channel, we can make your business.
We go blow you.
There are numbers scrolling on the screen. Just chat up, send a message to us, call us, and we'll do business together. And from me to you, I am Israel. Until next time, we will come to this show.
Bye, guys. Hello and welcome to the Banter. It's another bright new day and I'm super excited to be on the show today. I'm not alone, definitely. I have my goons, my gang, my special people on the stage today. Hello, Israel.
Yeah, call me Easy Boy. How are you doing, everyone? It's nice to have you join us.
Yeah, I'm delighted.
Wait, why did you do Aja? Were you actually thinking before you say your name?
No. I'm preparing my intros that will be easy to come into this show.
Okay.
So I'm delighted the Bantist.
The Bantist. Okay.
Nice.
Let's have.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Everybody wants to copy me with different sounds.
Okay. All right, Amaka. Okay.
Don't be
Today.
Not my energy.
And Oven.
This voice is not sick as
I did that already. Probably I didn't do that well. Okay, so if you're just joining us, this is the Banter on Soap News. We'll just go straight to the point today. You know, for me, it's a topic of concern. It's this controversy on Instagram, and yes, let me not just start. Let me push it to you guys to start. It's about Moyo Lawal and the video on the internet. I really don't know what angle to pick it from, but if you ask me, I don't know if it's something I want to talk about, but I know you guys really want to talk about it. So who wants to go first?
It's the ladies' world.
Can you imagine? So now it's the ladies' world. Let's have Amaka. As you said, there's no angle to take this from because it's of a great concern now because we are seeing so many sex tapes on the internet that become too much. But narrowing that to Moyo Lawal, I feel that was extreme to me because rumor has it that it was staged play and then it was purposely released on social media just for clout chasing and trending. We don't know why she did it, but to me, I feel it was extreme.
So who wants
I think the question we should all be asking ourselves is, as a celebrity, why will you be taping yourself when you are being intimate with someone? I don't know. Okay, so to me, I feel that it was staged. It was not. She released it by herself. Because looking at the video and
that means
you've seen the video, right? I have to. I'm coming here to speak about something. I have to prepare for you.
You have handled it.
So I cannot just come and speak without seeing what. So, but looking at everything around is not really acting like someone that doesn't know what was happening. She knew. She was even looking at the camera. So, and again, you are a celebrity. You know that something that's being recorded, you don't know where it can go to.
That's if
so
it's
you
not
should
planned.
so you should be careful with the way you appear in that scene, kind of scene. You should be careful with the way you appear online and keep your things.
Okay, Israel.
Okay, so I'm going to pick it from another angle. I think this part of the world we take things too serious. Yes, we take things too serious, and we allow these celebrities to play on our intelligence too much.
Okay.
Yes, play on our intelligence. The video for me is staged, but it's not real. It's not real.
Looking from the business angle.
No, it's not real.
What business?
It's not real. We've seen movies where such scenes were staged, and so it's not a real thing that actually happened. That is, so it's just a way of chasing clout, a way of letting people know that I'm still relevant.
But why chasing clout even when you are a celebrity?
Exactly. So that's what I want to. That's where I'm going to. It is we that have called these people celebrity. You understand? We gave them those validations. Yeah. We made them feel that. Exactly.
Mind you, they have a lifestyle they need to keep to.
Exactly.
And when money is not coming in,
they have to do something else to.
Among themselves, they know who is the boss.
Exactly.
So now they don't have that money.
In fact,
and they need brand deals, ambassadorship that they can.
Do you know that the boss, I mean, them will not even be involved in all this kind of stuff.
Yes, now. It's who is trending now that is taking.
So you're talking about brand? Are you saying that a thing like this will attract a brand?
Not currently.
No, yes, but there are some brands that will
after now look at people who their celebrities foundation is built on. Bad this thing. Look at James Brown. Look at Bobrisky. They get deals. Forget that they are doing their own.
You see that man over there?
I know he's prepared for me, but let him reserve his word to himself.
Okay, let's have Afreta first.
Okay, so Delight was saying because she's a celebrity, she shouldn't. But I feel like whether celebrity or not, there are certain things you should not do. I don't know if this generation, they actually think before they take some actions.
It's real.
Yeah, we are.
Well, I don't know, but I feel like I always say, the internet does not forget, and in years to come, do you understand? These things will play back. We are just doing things for the moment. We are not thinking about the future, the aftermath of it. So I don't know. Whatever reason is not reason enough for you to put out your privacy, in the public. It doesn't make sense. And I was talking with somebody, and the person said, his phone they use. I feel like this device it's public. No matter how private you think it is, someone could hack it. Something can happen. You could misplace it, and then why are you recording such things? What are you using it for?
What do you get?
Do you get what's the point?
Let's have
Yeah.
Well, basically, Richard Foster a couple of years ago wrote a book.
I knew it.
The barristers,
I was taking us somewhere.
Power and sex. Money, power, and sex. And these three will control the industry over and over. Check the movies, there will be a touch of sex, money, and power.
Yeah.
Alright, so whoever is throwing herself out is intentional. Nothing is leaked anywhere. Unless of course maybe some issues. It's not leaked, it's all orchestrated. But my concern will be for the little children that are impressionable. Those people who don't know what they are consuming. And this thing has influence on
Exactly.
a whole lot of people.
Exactly.
And that would be the reason. Other than that, if you like Open your business. It's your business.
Can you open your business?
It's under the constitution. It is guaranteed. It's your right. You could decide to walk naked, and nobody has issue. But please don't bring your neck. Don't harass me in the public space. All right, but it's
So she does not need. A lady does not need to even harass you when she's naked. You're programmed that way. You will be.
No, she's no.
So
imagine,
I think we should
imagine
speak
Hello.
No, imagine. Just
Don't worry,
imagine.
don't worry.
I said,
Hello.
Imagine.
Yes, now
She
go
walks
ahead.
into
So,
the studio.
Okay.
She would harass me because there is no way my senses will come
oh,
alive.
really?
So that's what I'm saying.
Am I
That
s-
why not speak to people? Stop doing it rather than saying
You
you
can't
can
stop
open-
Yes,
people.
that
Ca-
you
calm down,
You
calm
get-
down. Rather than saying you can do it as far as you don't harass
No,
me. You get
no.
It's
I think
wrong,
It's better
because
for us
to condemn
to
it.
condemn
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, despite the fact that you have right to do so
But there are certain
many
things you
That
can,
is
they are not
things you
right.
should not do.
Exactly.
Yes.
It doesn't.
I mean,
You know why?
something
You
just
know why I
flashed
agree
in my
with
head now.
Israel. You know why I agree with Israel. There is no positive value or impact.
So you
So-
think because you are talking
So
from
everything-
a moral standpoint, every human has
Okay,
got a right.
I'll-
I'm not for going out
Yes.
all naked or exposing.
Yes.
I'm just saying within a right, it's a right.
We have a right,
But
but people are looking up to you.
Oh,
But
so-
even
so-
that
so-
People are looking
Let
up
me
to
help
you.
you.
That's the
Let me
thing.
help you.
Let's
people
remove
lighten
that
the mood.
technicality about allowing this. Let's just cancel it.
Yes, let's.
So let's have
Let's have-
okay.
What of if, let's say, yes, she videoed herself while being intimate. What of if she didn't have the intention of putting out that video? You know why? Let's take Kim Kardashian, for example. She did hers, but she didn't have the intention of putting it out there. It was the guy who wanted to pay her back
May I
with
ask you a
evil.
question?
I'm coming.
Let
I'm coming.
Let her.
So the thing just because there's somebody I know in the industry, not like I know her personally, but no, because somebody I know, like I follow her, and then she has this moral standard. You know, Mary Njoku.
Yeah.
She came out to speak on it. For Mary Njoku to come out and speak on something as big as that, know that there's something somewhere that is not adding up.
Okay, Anna.
I feel the guy intentionally, to me, I feel intentionally put it out there just for clout chasing so that he could be
That's the
known.
guy. That's the guy.
I don't think it was the intention of Moyolawa
So
to
my
do
question,
that.
sorry, my
Okay, so
question
let's
is
have-
this. My question is this. I want you to give me any assumption or any reason you feel a lady will allow herself when she's having sex. Will allow herself.
Okay, let me answer that. Let me answer that as a lady. Let me answer that as a lady. Let me answer that as a
I want
lady.
everybody to reply.
Let me answer that as a lady.
Let's have
Let me take myself for example. I wouldn't do it for any reason. Please, let this be a record.
No, that's for her.
Let's be a record. I could video myself while having sex because
when you're being intimate.
sorry, while I'm being intimate. Sorry,
We understand.
my choice of word. I could video myself while I'm being intimate. Maybe for promotional purpose. One.
What are you promoting?
Do you belong to that?
No, if I want to be a celebrity,
Can we allow her?
if I want to be a celebrity, but I will do it using my own device, not someone else's device,
With the
so
consent
that I
of
could
the-
have my own
your
data
partner,
to myself.
With the
Of
consent
all
Probably in that process,
all
somebody
the- of
quickly,
all
that
the-
person doing it, now move it to his own.
Of
contact.
all the
It's
all
not
the
safe.
things you could do to promote, you did not see bikini and.
No, you asked a question based on being
Okay,
intimate,
so who I don't
right?
want to speak
Who else
I
has?
have something
Who else has an
Before we
assumption?
go.
I really don't want.
Two things I want to speak.
Please give me a reason, please. I want
Okay,
you to give
your
me a
reason. Okay, so for that reason, we do things based on things. There are times that when you do certain things, you might not actually pinpoint that this is one of the reasons. Now, you made some point while you started the show. You said you mentioned some brands, even though their way of life is not acceptable as far as the Nigerian constitution is concerned, but they are still getting approval from brands. She might need that.
That's one.
We have companies who what they do mostly is to
Probably she has
project
been
that
eyeing one
part
brand.
is to project that part is to project that part of the body. You understand? To project that part that we see in the video. Don't be surprised in the next 2 months you see them coming out and making a brand ambassador. Okay, so but I have 2 more points I want to say. Let me quickly make my point. One, it's form of a question. I want us to answer it. We are all raising eyebrows because we saw this video. Now, if we have seen her using what they call it, sex toys on ourselves with the video, and she posted it, would we have reacted this way?
Yes.
Good. This shows the level of hypocrisy and this part of the world.
How?
Now people, we youth, now we go use our money, go subscribe on some platforms.
They don't call you.
And we are here crossing legs saying it's wrong. Wait, how many of us here has not watched that thing? How many of us?
I have not.
So this is what I'm saying.
Before today, I've not watched it.
Yes, it was when you guys showed me. I just saw the face.
Let it be on tape that I've not watched this video.
So the same way.
Oh, you watched it.
So the same way we want to.
I was coming.
Viewers that are subscribed to it.
No, I was coming to.
Wait. He who comes to equity must come with a clean hand. If you are going to be on this table to condemn this wholeheartedly in all sense of it, we must also check ourselves and see the same reaction for us. Yes, I want to go there.
No, before you go there, the reason we are condemning this is because we ourselves can't do it.
Yes.
Okay.
If we can do it,
no, you don't want to. No, you can't. You
don't want to do it. Okay, you don't want to do it.
Whether in secrecy or in the public.
Another thing is this. What is the difference between the video and ladies wearing pants around? What is the difference? That's what we are saying. What's the difference?
Let's become. Okay. Juvie hot pants.
Order in the court of law.
Okay, so he asked a question. We're actually drifting away from it, and I want to bring us back.
Okay.
So, and that's because I know someone that does this.
Does what?
So I will explain.
Okay.
Wow. So you asked for what reason would someone want to record, have a sex life, like that. So with apologies to this person, but really I know of someone that has a very high sex drive, a guy, very, very high. And for the wife, at some point, she could no longer meet up with the guy's energy and all of that, because after kids, after kids, please calm down. After kids now, and of course these people are very, before you know it, pregnancy don't come. So at some point, because we had that discussion, that conversation, at some point he said, you know what I do? Sometimes I'll just have the record and have this thing recorded, and at some point when he feels like getting down, he will just stay to the phone, watch it, and make himself comfortable, and he will be relaxed.
Okay, that's scary.
Calm down.
That's
because he doesn't want to hurt the wife. He doesn't want to cause more issues. It could even lead to, okay, let me start having multiple ladies outside. But he felt a way to manage my home. This is what I love do. And at some point I was like, what if somebody see this? So he said, let me tell you, if you know there are many passwords to the secret place that this thing is, that nobody is, somebody I know, it's not like he told me. It's a conversation we both had. He said, if you know how many passwords to the place this thing is into my phone, sometimes I forget the password myself. That's what he says. So if we look at it from that angle, if you are saying that, why should you? I'm answering your question.
Well, she's not married.
No, because he's actually gone to the hospital. No. He has gone to the hospital.
Is it not this?
He has gone to the hospital.
They are married now.
You know what? They said the only thing that he can do is to I can't remember the name, to make himself
chopped up.
How can you chop it up? Anyways,
the rod, you cut the rod so there will not be parting of the rest.
Anyways, see, let me tell you, it is yours that you know. We have people with this very high drive, as in very, very high. They didn't create themselves. It's not any disorder.
No, I think it's a clinical situation.
He has gone to the hospital. There is nothing. See, in fact, they told him at the hospital. He has to look. He's not an illiterate. He has gone to the hospital. Do you understand? And they told him, way out is to continue to have intimacy.
Yes, let him continue.
To have, and the wife is having issue. Don't you get it?
Yes. Yeah.
So you want him to? Then you should be having multiple ladies. Anyways, I'm just trying to answer that question. You understand? Different strokes for different folks, multiple reasons and all of that. But coming back to Moyo, we're going to wrap up with this. Yeah. I think we've really spent time. Coming back to Moyo, for me, I don't think this is the best way to chase clout.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are a celebrity. You can actually do some other crazy things that don't necessarily expose your privacy.
Mind you, it will affect you later on in future.
That's the thing. Just like she would say that internet doesn't forget. You know.
There's no care about
you might not care now. You might not care now.
But you care later.
You might not care now. You don't even will.
You cannot even affect her.
That's the order.
I want us to
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Let's wrap up.
The industry where they belong is a make-believe
yes.
stuff, so they want to keep up with that life, and so some will do just about anything.
But you know that we have a lot of them that are no longer functioning in the industry anymore. They are no longer relevant in the industry. Yes. So at that point when they've lost relevance, that they've done everything possible and they are not catching up anymore, these things will now begin to haunt them, one way or the other. Look, I watched a skit. It's not a skit. They go online to hit themselves, call themselves out and all of that. There's this lady that is always calling out, and she called out another. This one is no longer, this other lady is no longer that, she's not really
in vogue
like that in the media industry anymore. And the other one she was saying a lot of things, say, when you did this, did I do this? When you do that, did I do that? I said, will this lady be able to come out to defend these things? Yeah. So, I mean, let's look at these things and give ourselves as much as possible caution.
Yes.
Whatever you do, let there be caution. Think of tomorrow. You want to say something?
Yes. Can I quickly
think of tomorrow?
I think we should also speak to ourselves because when the guy leaked the video, if the first person to see that video didn't share or send to another person, we wouldn't have seen it and it wouldn't have gone viral.
Of course.
So let's also speak to ourselves. What value do we share on our platforms? Is it not just to trend? If it is just to trend and get traffic on your page, then you are no more less than yes, you are the same. You understand?
All right. Thank you. We've actually overflogged this, and we hope that other movie stars in the music or movie, other celebrities put together.
Everybody.
Be careful.
Yes, we'll be careful going forward, and we'll look for better ways to
trend.
Yes. All right. Yes. Thank you very much. I think we're done with this topic. We need to go on a short break. Before we do so, let's throw a shout out to our boss, whose birthday will be coming up on Saturday.
Yes,
so let's say happy birthday. We are counting down. Everybody say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So he is the CEO, person of Ambassador Victor Wash. So his birthday is coming up on Saturday, and here is wishing you multiple blessings, long life, and prosperity. We are counting down.
Yeah, we're counting down. We're going to count it tomorrow.
On a short break. We'll be right back. It's another great moment to bring you news updates from across the world. Hello and welcome to the News Flash. I am Grace Komalafe. To begin the news, we ride on the message from ADSC to President Tinubu. The Chief Executive Officer of Africa Development Study Center, ADSC, Ambassador Victor Wash Oluwafemi, has praised President Ahmed Bola Tinubu for successfully resolving consular and economic tensions with UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, which resulted in the immediate lifting of the visa ban imposed on Nigerian travelers. Olufemi commended President Tinubu's strategic approach in addressing this issue and highlighted the instructive nature of his leadership, calling on other political parties and stakeholders in Nigeria to collaborate with the Tinubu-led administration, recognizing the potential for billions of US dollars in foreign direct investment and new trade portfolios to enter Nigeria's economy across various sectors. He also commended Aviation Minister Festus Keyamo for his swift and effective actions in resolving the UAE issues, acknowledging his administrative capabilities and contributions in just 3 weeks in office. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, has announced a significant achievement in passport processing, with 60,000 passport backlogs being cleared in just 4 working days. Tunji Ojo highlighted the progress made in addressing the passport backlog, emphasizing that the government is actively working to tackle the challenges facing the nation. He noted that the clearance of 60,000 backlogs was a significant step in fulfilling the commitment made to the public. Initially, when the 2-week ultimatum was issued on September 6, there were over 200,000 passport backlogs, illustrating the substantial progress made since then. The swift resolution of the passport backlog demonstrates the government's commitment to improving administrative efficiency and addressing the needs of the citizens in a timely manner. Away from Nigeria, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the UAE has signed a protocol that amends a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with Armenia, further simplifying travel for citizens of both nations and waives pre-entry visas for stays of up to 90 days. Notably, the amendment encompasses special, official, and ordinary passports for citizens of both countries. The protocol is expected to come into effect after the exchange of diplomatic notifications in the coming months. The signing ceremony, attended by Khalid Abdullah Bello, Under Secretary of the UAE Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and Karim Grigorian, Ambassador of Armenia to the UAE, underscores the commitment to strengthening bilateral relationships. Uganda's central bank has granted its first Islamic banking license following President Yoweri Museveni's recent approval of a law allowing Islamic banking in the country. The license has been issued to Salam Bank, the Ugandan subsidiary of Salam Africa Bank, which holds the distinction of being the largest bank in Djibouti, a small nation in the Horn of Africa. Salam Bank established its presence in Uganda through the acquisition of Top Finance Bank Limited last year. According to the Bank of Uganda's Deputy Governor, Michael Atingi Ego, the move is expected to promote financial inclusion, making financial services more accessible to a broader segment of the population. The move came after a thorough legislative adjustment to accommodate Sharia-compliant principles. And we'll wrap up the news with this heart-wrenching story from the entertainment industry. The Nigerian music industry has just experienced a loss of one of its thriving young artists, Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, who sadly passed away on Tuesday. The 27-year-old former Malian record signee reportedly lost his life, with speculations of him having an ear infection, while some spoke to his mental health situation, as an old video of his fellow artist Bella Shmurda discussing Mohbad's struggles with mental health surfaced online after the news broke. His demise has left Nigerian music community and every concerned individuals in mourning. Aside the speculations, currently there are no facts or details about the cause of his passing and the location of his. This remains unclear, leaving many unanswered questions surrounding his unexpected loss. Mohbad's well-known songs, including KPK, Peace, Koma Jesu, Bariwo, and more, serve as a testimonial to his musical talent, making his untimely departure even more touching. Thank you for watching. I remain Grace Komalafe. The banter continues after now. All right. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the Banter.
We are the
Okay, they are the Banters.
I'm the Banters. You guys are the Banters.
I am on the Banter show. They are the Banters. All right, guys, welcome back, and we'll go straight into our second topic. Yes, so we'll be talking about Cardi B, as she has finally offered an explanation for her microphone throwing incident during a performance. I'm sure we know about that story.
The Queen.
Cardi B is a rapper, in case you don't know. So yes, she's a rapper, and during that performance, I think she asked for water. According to her report, she said she was feeling hot, and she asked the crowd to splash water on her, except for her face. Yes, except for her face because of the makeup. But according to her word, one of the concert goer did not listen and splashed water to her face. She felt violated and threw the mic. That was not deliberate, actually. She said it was out of impulse. She just, and that was it. Of course, it became a court issue and all of that, and she has finally come out to explain it, saying that it wasn't deliberate. But of course, there have been issues of celebrity, throwing mics and all of that.
And stamping.
Is it a culture? Let me ask now.
If not me, I don't agree that do.
All these concert goers, no, they hear one.
No, but like.
Then you're late. No,
Wait. I poured water. Water is no harm now. And you stole me mic.
No, she don't get water on her face. That is the queen.
Possible that
it was acid.
maybe before
immediately.
So a fact that why we beef will now be in front row of the concert. After almost like 20-30 minutes of performance.
What if that water was not actually water? What if it was not actually water?
And also immediately after the incident, I think Alicia Keys had a concert and the son, right? Or was it the daughter had to stay, there's been incident, so this is not the first time whereby a performer or an artist will be performing and someone will jump. There was a case of Dave Chappelle was on stage and someone ran and his boys had to come in, bust around, they had to break the guy's arm. So there's been incidents, so everybody's just trying to protect himself.
That's too extreme with Mike. I think
that was impulsive. It was an impulse.
Did you watch did you see the
she said it was impulsive. Yes, that it was.
Okay,
so let's hear from Israel.
So while I don't support that because it's violence can lead to violence, I want to say that celebrities are also humans.
Of course,
yes, they have emotions too. They make mistakes, and some of them when they are angry, they can do and undo. But that is not a license for you to yes, because you are actually there because of them. You can't be on the stage if they are not there, so they should come. And I think event planners needs to also work on this. I think going forward there should be a kind of space between the stage and
the audience.
Because
calm down. What you say is they should make it wider.
Because there's this concert in Lagos in December that they used to do. You discover that though it's a Christian concert, the space management there is very, very wide. It's very, very wide from the stage, because if that is not there, in fact, you'll have seen people run to the stage and go and
of course drag their artists,
So I think event planners should also look into this to see how they can curtail it. You get, because a show like this is open for everybody. The good, the bad, the ugly, the hungered, the emotionally distressed, the
obsessed.
I think so.
I think they have a lot to do there.
I think also people are just being careful. Artists as well, they want to live long. there have been incidents. John Lennon was accosted. Sometimes you find a fan would come to just sit at the roof of your house for, I mean, the Americans are crazy. So they want to touch you. I mean, they go on the extra when you find these things. I mean, these concert goers, they love you so much. They just want to stay with you, and they will do just about anything to achieve that sometimes. So these guys are trying to protect themselves. I'm not saying go all out, throw mics at people, but sometimes people do that. On football pitch, you see a fan just run regardless of the number. If someone is stalking you, it's just a matter of time.
I can relate to what you say. There was this concert where Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes, other A-list celeb, music celeb out there were supposed to go, and someone shot from a distance to Nicki Minaj dressing room. Wow. Shots from a distance. Nicki Minaj dressing room. She had to run for her life. They don't even know who shot. And it was a concert goer that shot.
So now, okay, I think I will relate that to you saying probably someone is beefing and you asking if you're beefing, you want to call, you cannot come to the scene. So the person that shot actually stayed at a distance.
A distance?
Definitely. Because I don't think you are beefing the person you want to come and be part of.
People do that.
Except if you have a plan.
See,
okay, no, except if you have a plan.
There's no way for a human being.
No, except that person has a plan. Anyways,
I can't stay up to 30 minutes in your front looking at you.
Except you have a plan.
So you can stay 30 minutes looking at someone you're very.
If someone has got an ulterior motive, you could stay until you execute.
Let me share a story with you. Probably to harm or you know.
Let me share a story with you.
Okay.
In my school, then we used to have this empathy. Okay, we come together, we celebrate. So there was this girl that was beefing this other girl. She didn't know they had this fight, and they reconciled, but the girl still kept it in her heart. And she was beefing this girl. And this girl was a singer. She was come on stage and then sing. Do you know this girl went to get acid? So I don't know how God works in mysterious ways. They were monitoring this girl from a distance. And she was walking up to the stage until she opened it, and then somebody had to like snap her hand.
Wow.
And the thing poured on the floor, and you know when acid poured on the floor, it
splash on
white.
Okay. Wow.
And people were like, oh my god. That's when they had to arrest the girl. Like, wow, do this
Was
thing?
there a man involved?
Can you imagine? Juvie.
Ladies don't fight themselves with that.
Who said so?
That.
Look, they can fight themselves because of exchange of clothes. Shoes.
To the point of
yes. Did you watch one video on? See,
don't
do you
say that?
Juvie,
Ladies have issues.
Juvie, I watched a video. These ones are sisters, right? I think she used her sister's soap, bathing soap, and according to her, I've warned you not to use my stuffs again, let alone my soap. I know what the other. So she took her clothes and burnt them, some of the clothes. You know what this lady did? She went to the living room, took a bucket of water, and started bathing.
Okay,
I watched that. Started bathing, and so I'm saying that as little as soap, you took her clothes and burnt it. You can do something more dangerous if you don't have that good heart. That's why I'm. They are sisters.
There is a man involved.
Don't say that.
Can you imagine? Anyways,
there are situations where ladies
they have
it doesn't have to be.
When you dig
thank you,
Judy.
So just to add to that of Cardi B, her actions actually resulted into battery charges.
The other news.
But there's a business part too.
Okay.
Nobody's talking about the microphone.
Yes, you know what? That microphone appeared. Yes, $1,000.
So
on eBay.
Who pays?
Auction. Yes.
And the price increased.
Wait.
Why did Americans
$1,000, and then it now became $94,900.
It escalated. Yes. Staggering.
Is this not an encouragement that other artists should do so? Is this not an encouragement?
No, it's not really an encouragement. That's the power of popularity. Once, if Ronaldo comes now and signs this shirt that I'm wearing,
to sell.
No, just keep it for a while, then you resell much later.
I don't need to. Maybe in this part of the world we don't value those kind of things. But if I take that shirt that Ronaldo signs, I take it to the Europe.
Oh my gosh.
You guys will be doing Zoom banter for me.
but I really don't see any reason why such should, personally for me anyways, why such should be celebrated. I really don't.
It's not being celebrated.
If it's not being celebrated, why?
No, but law took it course now. No, despite the mic being auctioned or being placed for sale,
I think the
law still took it course because she was charged for battery, and of course it was later dropped though. The charges were later dropped, probably for maybe she pleaded or whatever. But at least there were sanctions, they didn't just leave it like that.
I think that also speaks to the fact that even if you are a celebrity or you are not, you are still under the law.
Under the law, it bounds.
I think celebrities want to respect yourself.
And what celebrities need to learn is that in the entertainment industry, we the viewers are their CEOs. Because without us, they cannot be called celebrities.
That's true.
Okay.
Without us, they are just like us.
Exactly.
He's beginning to speak like a preacher. Without us.
He's a preacher's son.
Yeah. Oh, I see. All right. Thank you, guys. I think that's okay. We've been able to share our piece on this very topic. So we'll quickly move to the topic. Okay, so I'm going to change the topic. I'm actually going to change the topic.
Let me adjust.
Juvi. Are you guys kidding me?
I don't want to come in first.
I
don't want to come in first.
Because of you, I'm going to change this topic.
I'm sitting well now.
I can wait for the topic.
Alright guys, if you're still with us, this is the Banter on Soup News. If you're just joining us, you are just at the right place and at the right time. Yes, so the third topic to speak on is you know what, guys, I'm going to change the topic.
I'm giving you drum rolls.
Okay, so let's go into it. While you consider getting married, when you begin to think of marriage, for those that are yet to, two areas I want to push forward. Which would you consider first, or which would you consider not even first or last now? Which one especially do you want to look at? Spirituality or character?
Spirituality.
Okay, so that's the topic. Spirituality or character, which is best to look out for in marriage? So that's it. I mean, Juvi don't want to start first.
I'm not starting.
You don't want to start first.
What's in the apple?
I don't know. Do you want to start first?
To start first.
You don't want to start first, Israel.
Okay, so for me, I think it's neither here nor there. I would love to stay.
No staying.
You don't have to understand.
I have my reasons.
No staying in the middle.
Calm down.
Choose
So
one.
if I'm able to get answers to some questions, then I'll be able to decide.
So are you still searching for
So
answers?
so
to
should
your
I
questions?
pose those questions? No.
Yes.
Oh yes, go ahead.
Okay, then if I'm not posting those, okay, let me post. So what is spirituality?
Okay, we'll have pastors in the house.
So let's talk about it. What is spirituality? So if I know what we agree to be spirituality, then
No, it cannot be what we agree.
Exactly.
What do you believe to
So-
spirituality?
So to me,
it's your perspective.
I will prefer spirituality,
Okay.
and the reason is that we are all spiritual beings. I'm not saying this because I'm a Christian, anyways.
Okay.
I'm saying this because I'm a human being that I believe
We're human
in.
first before religion,
Yes. I'm a human being. I have there's a superior being up there who created me here. You understand?
Some believe it's a force.
Exactly. No, I'm saying by myself. So spirituality for me is the key, because in my spirituality there is character. There is no spirituality. In fact, your spirituality is even fake.
Like your character.
Without character. In fact, spirituality is meant to reform your character, inform your decision, inform the way you talk, you do all those stuff. I think this for me is the key.
Remind me, I'll build one pulpit for you.
Okay, so who's going next?
So, well, like Israel has said, any spirituality without character is just religion. So now, looking as a Christian, the way they taught us, or the way we in my family were brought up, is spirituality is not the church going or church activity kind of thing. It's your own relationship you have with your what you believe in, what is morally right. And in my own religion, which is Christianity, character is one of the things that is important and key to building a relationship with God. But if you are going to be deciding on this topic, I'll just see it as character is just a subtopic under spirituality. So, but you can have character and not have spirituality. I don't know. But spirituality comes with character. It's like spirituality is the packet of this book now. It's inside. So I'm bringing it out and it's not making sense.
Sorry for a little apology for those who don't understand Yoruba. I think it was Aruna Ishola who said, "Ìbára tó níwà tó sì lẹ́wà, mo lè fi 1,000 fẹ́ gidi kunko."
So what do I do now?
Judu kunko. If I saw a lady with beauty and character way back, for you to pay a 1,000 as your bride price for any woman, it's a big deal. It's like paying 1 million, 100 million or thereabouts. So we can talk. By their fruits you shall know them. So if you're spiritual, your character should tell. You know, Mother Shiro Chakademos and players. She's beautiful, but her character is dirty. So if you met a woman whose character is rotten, if you met a woman whose character is rotten, irerere, you can't live with a woman whose if you met a woman whose character is rotten, you won't stay in the house. You won't even enjoy intimacy with her. Vice versa. If you met a man whose character is...
I want to even ask a question. Great. Character and spirituality, which do you need in life more?
The scripture says this. Let me quickly chip in the scripture because I love the scripture. It said these are the hallmark of a spiritual woman: meekness. All right, meekness is just close to what you call spirituality. Ornaments of a quiet spirit. So, character tells if you're spiritual. If you ain't got it, I'm not saying there's what you call godly character. Godly, I'm not saying morally sound.
In life more, like life generally. So if you are fighting your village people's character you use.
Okay, so okay, let's have.
Is it character you use?
No, let's have a friend.
So apparently, like you stole my line actually.
Thank you very much.
But we collect it back.
By their fruits, you shall know them.
Yeah.
You know. So I feel like character comes first because in this life, there are times when it's your character that will project first before your religion.
Yeah.
In that sense. Now talking about marriage, it's not. It is your character. It is what you have built over time that will sustain the marriage. I know that Olua is involved, but you see, your character is first.
No.
Because I've seen people who are prayer warriors. I've seen people who are bishops, you know, and all of that. But
And was it their character you saw first?
Spiritual.
Was it their character you saw first?
And they beat on their wives.
Why do you think many people go into divorce?
But their character
It's
is
because they didn't see the character at the beginning.
There is no spiritual
Okay,
enough.
You are
let me
seeing
come
it
in
for
here.
what you did not want to admit.
Let me
Most
There is no spiritual enough.
see even people you work with in the office, the first day after 2 years of working with them, you find out that they are different.
When you see it, you see it. Unless you pretend about it.
You know, when we talk about spirituality in this part of the world, or you know, we look at it differently. When you say spirituality, people are beginning to look into probably your religion, your activity, and all of that. So, and it is on that context that you begin to weigh it with character. If you understand what I'm saying. Oh, this person goes to church. This is this person's belief system. He serves very well. He prays very well, and all of that. So, and I will link that to what you said earlier. You will see people that if they preach, heavens will open. You understand? You will see people when they minister, either music or the word, you will see the mountain will move. But on the other side, they are terribly terrible. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and for some people, either male or female, you see them looking out for that sister in the church, that brother in the church that sings very well. So I'm bringing this whole spirituality thing to religion and belief system, or the way we do things, you know. Because if we are to go into the definition of spirituality, you put it together with character. So, but so that we can speak to it differently, you understand? We'll put it aside. We'll put it side by side, talking about religion and character, or the way we carry our religion, the way we worship, the way we do in church, our mode of our services, and our character, so that we can speak to it. You will see people who in church they are everything, they are heaven and earth, right? At home, they are something else. In their place of work, I've seen bosses at work. In fact, they are the most dreaded kind of human, but in church they are pastor missus, they are pastor's wife.
Okay, so for me,
sorry, wait.
I think another angle.
This wrong.
No, I'm going somewhere. I'm not getting it wrong. I'm going somewhere. I am not getting it wrong. No. I like to
There is
speak to my
traffic, so
point.
she's not got
No, don't speak to my point.
Wait, what
Guys, I
I'm
will
saying so
not
far is
agree.
we are
Lies.
your definition of spirituality is different from religion.
What did I say? It is different, and if we are to look at that, if we are to have this conversation on that, we will be saying the same thing. We'll be saying the same thing. You understand? Because you just talked about character in spirituality, the fruit of spirituality, and all of that. Then we are talking about character. Is everybody are saying the same thing?
I want to come.
But if you are, sorry, please, just give me 30 minutes. Let me know. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So I'm trying to give us a different platform so that we can have conversation around it. So we're talking about who goes. What do you prefer when it comes to marriage? Picking a life partner. So let me say religion now, or religiously, how will I position it now? Someone that is more of
religious compatibility.
Thank you, or religiously active and character. Maybe. Yes.
The people that fall the most, those sisters that fall the most in church, most times they are.
So that's the thing. For me. Israel, I'm sorry. There are people. Please just let me say this. There are people that are not religious. Let me not say spiritual now. That are not religious. They don't go to church.
They are moralists. We call them moralists.
Yes, but they are good.
That's what I'm saying. They are moralists.
I know. I'm just breaking it down. They are good. They are loving. They are caring. Yes. They are everything. They are moralists. Let me use your English.
So for me,
that's my drive. That's what I was driving to.
At the beginning of this conversation, I said it that I'm neither here nor there, and this is another reason why I made that statement. I think it depends on what you want in your marriage. Okay. It depends on what works for you. If you're coming from a religious background, you're a religious person, and you want your house to be a house that is on Sunday morning, everybody has to be in church. On Friday, you must go to the mosque. You must be in vigil. Please, marry. Put spirituality first. But if you are the kind of person that, let me just stay in my house, even any day I stay in my house, nothing happens, you can go for it. So it depends on what you want in your house, in your home. I think that's just my submission.
Can I say something? Yes. Okay, so what I want to say is, for me, character comes first. Put this is a pastor, he's first a human being before he assumed that office. Yes. Do you understand? So you don't want to marry a monster. So you have to look out, shine your eye, open your eye very well. I know what you are talking about.
I think let me close on this. This might be the passing shot for me. Way back, I think I've overheard parents, people old. They say when you want to get married, way back, you say, what household is this person coming from?
Check.
Just to tell you,
Those days,
we
they
all
do research.
yes they do because we stay those people stay in community, so they know families, so they are not saying
go to your village to check who you are now.
no I'm saying and that saved those generation a whole lot of headache that we are facing. The rate of divorce and all that compared to this is very low. It's not like I'm not saying listen. I'm not saying listen. Let's not tell ourselves. No, the rate.
See, okay.
What is the population then?
Listen.
We have now.
The rate then was not as much as
Because we are not
it was an abomination then. It was an abomination then. Right now.
I will take that from you. It is not an abomination. It wasn't an abomination.
Let me drive this.
Order!
Thank you. Let me quickly drive
But
this.
can I quickly say something?
Why not?
Honorable member, Honorable Bantis.
Yes.
All right, and so way back, some things like he said, I beg to differ on a great deal of what you said, but not to, drag this. You don't get married way back and you divorce and you want to come, Darling Mosud, you don't have it. I mean, they don't even support it. Right now, you have a single war. You had better stay there. Whatever happened, I mean, so I'm not saying in all cases it was right, but they made sure they stayed within their home. They tell their children, I'm going through this just because of you guys. So our ideals way back is switched a great deal. And so, that is, I said that to buttress is that way back, people are being spiritual, now we're spiritual, and we place character above, above a great deal.
Yes.
To reply to Israel first.
No, it's a partnership.
I know. I've shared it already for 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Number one, people back then. I'm not talking about the 1909 or I say 1909, 1999 or 1980 something. I'm talking back 60s, then. 70s. It was an abomination for even your parents self will not allow you to come back. Because if our friends find out that our child is returning from the husband's house, it's a shame for the family. But now in this generation, you even hear on social media where women are advising women that if you are suffering in that relationship, live there.
So should they stay there?
Calm down. You allow me to see. I'm talking. That is another topic for another day. We are talking about. Okay, let me quickly round up. But what I just want to say is we should be able to differentiate between being active in religious setting and spirituality, because even inside the church you have demons present. Like they will tell you in Sunday school, I don't know if we attended Sunday school, they will tell you that the devil too knows the Bible and he can quote it for you. So and please let's be careful with what we define as spirituality and religious activities. People who have religious, trust me, they are wicked or they are more wicked. My father will tell me, he says, believer that used to chase people from trusting God. With the way they react in public, when you see them, you say, this one is a Christian, you run. So we should be careful with what we define as spirituality, but left to me, I'll pick spirituality over character.
Okay, let me briefly say something. I'll ask a question. What is
You have 30 seconds.
No, I'm not asking. I'm just saying you should reflect on it.
Okay.
What is your
Rhetorical.
Let's go. What is your spirituality? Because it tells me here that it's often related to an individual sense of connection to something greater than themselves, which could include higher power, the universe, nature, or transcend realm. What is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Sauce for goose, sauce for gander.
What works for you? Is it that your spirituality does it reflect that good character in you, or is it that your character that is good and you don't believe in whatever you don't believe in? So if you're taking that into your marriage or you're trying to build a home, does spirituality work for just like Israel said, or is it your good character? Let it reflect in everything you do.
Thank you very much, guys, and we'll come to the end of the show for today. I want to say that for me, yes, it depends on what works for you. We see people that they look like church goers, but trust me, they have very good relationship with God.
Yeah.
Yes, and when you see them from the outside, they just like just ordinary, you know, but that character is there and it's been helping them. So whatever goes for you, whatever is good for you, please adopt it. Alright guys, until next time on the show Banter, I want to wish you a wonderful afternoon out there, and shout out to all the guys behind the camera. Trust me, we love you. And again, September 16 is counting. Yeah. See you guys.
See you guys.
I don't love one person behind the camera.
Aww.